Alright, I'm getting us on Facebook. 1 minute. Just waiting for this thing to come up. Alright, cool. Oh wait, I forgot to give it a title. Sorry about that.
Did you truncate the rundown?
I did.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio,
Oh wait, we're live anyway.
What?
They took us without a title. I was like, wait, I didn't think they was gonna take us without the title, but I guess so. All right, so we're live, man.
On everything?
Yes, we are.
All right. You are watching BlurdDotRadio.
Yeah.
So, folks, before we start tonight's show, the Blerd culture has lost a pivotal member, a man who birthed an entire generation of black nerds, a man who is the favorite superhero of kids of various races, Chadwick Boseman. May he rest in peace. I just want to do a quick 10-second moment of silence for him. All right. So I am your host, Mike Stidham. Co-hosts for this evening are the fantastic Steve. What it do? We got DJ Elokari.
Yo.
We got Ash Guiding.
Hey.
And we got our good friend Kenny.
Kenny!
Howdy.
Spaced out for a second.
No, I thought there was going to be like a sound for me, but I guess I didn't get that.
Nobody got
it. It's funny, I can look at what DJ Elokari is doing and know, like, we're not going to get any stuff. He's doing a lot of stuff. Our very special guest for this evening, and when I say very, I mean very. I feel like we've had a few very special guests. We've had Rhymefest, we've had Malcolm X-Ray, we've had Rich Jones. We've had Ashley Woods more than once, character designer for Lovecraft Country. But this guy, I watch more, like at least 2 or 3 times a week. This is how I stay abreast to what's happening in the X-Men world. He is definitely the most entertaining, and not to, shout out to Dope Spill, shout out to Comics Explained. My personal, very, very favorite comic book reviewer is here, live from the Blerd Cave. We have Ernie, Blerd Without Fear, physically clad.
Hey, thank you. Welcome back.
Wait, can you do that again in DJ Elokari?
Oh, wait, I got you.
Oh.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready for me.
We got you, bro.
Welcome back to the channel.
I've been waiting all summer just to hear that.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah. So, folks, we'll start off. Well, first, Ernie, do you want to talk about your platform?
Oh wow, I'm terrible at self-promotion. I tell you what. Basically, if you are into comic books, comic book adjacent things, I have my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Blerd Without Fear. I post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and I do a live stream every Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Blerd Cave. I talk about everything comic book-ish. And you can find me pretty much Blerd Without Fear everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever.
Nice. So if you are listening tonight, hit me up. He's a very entertaining comic book translator. And he manages to, and this is one of my favorite things about you, Ernie, he manages to weave in topic of social justice, especially in X-Men, where there's so much room to explore social justice through this story. So again, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you for being there.
Oh, thank y'all for having me. Thank you.
So we'll start the show off. Actually, you know what? Real quick, we're gonna get into some trailers in Act 2. Let me just let people know what they're gonna hear. Trailers in Act 2 for the Snyder Cut, aka the final nail in the coffin, the final button in the lips. DC movie fans.
Wow, man.
And we will talk about Gotham Knights, the PS4 and PS5 game. I'm looking forward to hear what Kenny and Ernie have to say about both of those. And then in the third act, I've written up some Chadwick Boseman trivia just so we can celebrate this man and what he's done with his life. So that'll be around 9. Trailers will be around 8. But right now, we're going to get into Blerd Outs.
Blerd it out.
Steve, what you got for us this week?
This week, what have I done? We got, went to Challengers Comics and I picked up the next 2 volumes of Southern Bastard. I still haven't gotten around to reading that.
Mm-hmm.
But around last week, I was able to get in the mail from the Netherlands. My friend Chad Bilyeu's comic, Chad in Amsterdam, is ironically the name.
Oh, nice.
And it's really funny. It's just about literally him trying to what did he call it? Like integrate his life into living in Amsterdam, and it's drawn by a few different artists, and it's just kind of like an anthology of stories in one comic book.
Very cool.
And yeah, I suggest people look up Chad in Amsterdam on Twitter, or just type it into the Google bar, and purchase it. It's not expensive. It's $25. You get like three comic books.
Yeah, support it. Spend your money. Stop being a jerk.
Yeah,
just throw that money out there.
There's no advertisements in it either.
Yeah.
This is direct from the source.
There you go.
The plug, if you will.
So if you're out there, Chad from Amsterdam, don't be cheap.
Yeah.
All right. Don't call the money back.
He's actually from Cleveland, but he lives in Amsterdam.
There you go.
Yeah.
Especially if you're from Cleveland, because we need it. We need it. We need as much.
We're not getting a lot of sunlight in the Midwest.
Well, thank you, Steve.
No problem.
DJ Elokari, what you got this week?
Blerd it out.
I don't know if Kenny has watched this, but I most definitely watched Bill and Ted.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. There's getting turned to it this week, so please let me know what you thought of it. Elgin, I'm excited.
He looks happy.
So yeah, I watched.
It could be like it was so bad I have to talk about it now.
Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait until Kenny sees it. But
I'm gonna try to watch it tomorrow.
It's.
Do you want to give it a quick?
I'll say it's
out of 5. We'll say.
It's an easy watch. It's an easy watch.
Yeah.
It depends on like what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if you know what you're getting yourself into, then you're probably gonna get what you want out of it. That's good. It's a charming film.
Nice.
And what else happened? Oh yeah, so I'm also blurring out. I'm stealing something from Mike, and I actually wanted to show what I'm blurring out about. So
wait, speaking of stealing things, did you know this right here?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to Kabashi and his new album, Critical. I think he left these stickers and stuff for me
on purpose.
Specifically.
Yeah,
they were just sitting over there.
Yeah, man. We were just celebrating the life and legacy of John Vietnam on Thursday. Did my first almost 4-hour stream.
Nice.
Basically put on BET looking awards and whatnot.
Nice.
But I don't know if everyone has seen the new Toonami trailer or whatever. They made one for Black Lives Matter.
Nice.
The person who's
better.
So
we've been supporting them forever.
Right. So the person who the track that they picked is actually my homeboy Dolores track. So
nice.
Yeah,
that's
man.
What's up.
So that's huge. That's huge. So to save time, I'll play it right as we go to like our DJ break if you have not seen it. But yeah, man, I just gotta say I'm really proud of Toonami for doing that, and to know that one of my homies, like one of my close friends, is the track that's like immortalized as a Toonami like theme song. Like that shit is fire. So I just want
Shout out to Delore.
I just want to celebrate one of my homies for that.
Black Lives Matters with this black attire too.
Yeah. So the beat that we were playing last week and right now is another one of Delore's tracks and whatnot. So like he has a new album out. Go check that out. It's dope. You can find it on Spotify now too.
Sounds good. What's the name of the album?
Square Mix or something like that.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Just search up Delore, DOLOR, and you will find it.
There you go. Well, again, shout out to Delore. Congratulations for that. Ash got him. I don't know if you want to finish chewing first.
What have I been geeking out about this week?
Oh my god, she was so talkative a second ago.
Oh, don't come for Ashley.
Wow.
I mean, in terms of like what I was, geeking out about this week. Come back to me.
Okay. Kenny, what you got?
Two things. Blurt it out. Two things. I finally got around to reading the incredible The Long Halloween. It's a Batman story that is just... My best friend has been telling me for years that I have to read the story, and I've just kind of been putting it off because I'm reading so many other things. And it is so good. Like, it's this detective story. I think that's one of the problems I have with Batman right now in terms of just more so films. Comic books, I sort of get it, but not too heavy. He's a detective, or he's supposed to be a world's great detective.
That's what Ra's al Ghul calls him.
Yeah, so it's nice to see. This is definitely a comic that really gets to the heart of like those early years of Batman being Batman, and also the story of Richard Dent becoming Two-Face, and just kind of like life in Gotham City that doesn't just revolve around the ridiculous Arkham Asylum rogues, but also the actual like crime families of Gotham. So it was fun to read those things, and just kind of like, I bought that on Wednesday. I finished reading it yesterday. Like, I could not put it down after I bought it. So it was a really good story. Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb, so two of the like great writer artists like teams in Marvel and DC. Actually, they've written books for both. And then also I played the Avengers beta, and I wasn't so.
Captain America's hair look, because he looked like a Chucky doll in the trailer.
So you don't play as Captain America, so you don't. There's not much of an extra look, but you get to play as everybody else. And I had a good time playing. Like, they didn't give you a tutorial until after you've like done the intro.
Let's get in
done
there,
like
kid.
2 missions. Yeah, and then they're like, oh, here. By the way, here's how you actually play the game and use block.
Good.
So yeah, thanks for that backwards introduction to the game, Marvel. But no, it's a gorgeous game. It plays well. I like the system of just like building up your characters, like armor and all their other attributes. So it looks like it's got some high replayability for me. So originally I wasn't gonna get it. I was gonna wait, but I'm actually probably gonna pick that up this upcoming week. So
okay, it's coming out this week.
September 4th.
Nice.
Yeah, that and Tony Hawk. So I'll be
Tony
probably getting both of those.
Well, thank you, Kenny. My wallet just kind of cringed as you said that. I just finished the game, so I'm trying not to buy any new ones. Ernie Blerd, what? Ashley, did you come up with anything?
Yeah. So I can make it real quick. The third season of Agretzko came out earlier this week. I forgot because I binged it in like a day. That was really good. I really appreciate how a lot of the most human stories I've been seeing on TV lately have been through anthropomorphic cutesy animals. And Agretzko, once again, has not failed on that front in being very relatable as a young adult trying to make it in this adult world.
Who just so happens to be a red panda.
So
who just so happens to be a red panda.
Yeah, but I mean, the situations, especially like the relationships and like juggling work with passion kind of thing, I can relate to. I think Agretzko is still kind of a trash character with some of her decisions, but like all the supporting characters around her, save for Haida, I have opinions about Haida. Everybody else, I love that she has these people in her life because they do challenge her to do better for herself.
Nice.
You know, so
Very cool.
Fresco, very good. Check it out.
Well, thank you, Ash. Ernie, Blerd Without Fear. What have you been blurting out about this one?
Oh, I'm a horror movie buff, so I spend a lot of the wee hours of the evening, the night into the morning watching horror movies while I do whatever I do. And I had stumbled across a little movie that apparently is the last movie made by Fox as of the in regards to the whole Disney Fox merger, buyout, whatever, called Underwater, which kind of ticked all of my little horror movie boxes. Little underwater horror, which is
the one with Kristen Stewart.
Yes,
that was a decent movie.
Yeah, it's I'm probably getting her name wrong. I think it's Jessica Hemwick. She was in Iron Fist, and the one guy.
Got it right. Yeah.
Okay. So T.J. Miller, who is a problematic person in his own right. It ticked all my boxes because it's the full disclosure, it's the one fear I actually do have is of like deep sea like underwater stuff.
Same. They can swim faster than you can.
Dude,
it's escape.
It's crap.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it were me, I just would have taken a deep breath and just took the L. But
like, all right, I'm just gonna go. You all have a good time.
I'm done. But I love horror movies, so yeah, that was one that kind of it had been on my list to watch for a while, so I finally got to watch that, and I'm way late to the game on a bunch of them ago, but I also watched Hereditary and Midsommar. Finally, so I can now say I have seen them.
What do you think of Hereditary? I heard somebody say who was like into spirit work that if you watch that in your house, you should have sage ready. So that scared me away from watching it. Okay,
so the best way to put it is that, like, without even saying too very much, because it's one of those movies that the movie is marketed in such a way that they're going to make you think one thing is going on and it's actually the complete opposite. Like it's something completely different going on. But yeah, I won't lie, stuff like that, like stuff that's like supernatural or like spiritual horror, stuff like that does kind of, it sticks with me. It doesn't scare me like when I'm watching it. It's usually like weeks, months down the road where like it's the middle of the night and I'm going into my kitchen and it's dark across the entire house, and I'm hitting lights on my way through each room. But yeah, it's one of those like it's kind of like, ooh, wow, that is actually kind of weird. This weird imagery and there's things that happen that you don't necessarily expect to see happen.
At the end of the movie, particularly, is there's one thing, because I always used to watch it at work, and it would always hit me right in the middle of that particular scene at the end of the movie, and I'm like, what is going on?
Okay, so the director of that movie, that's kind of par for the course for him.
Right.
Because Midsommar is kind of the same way. Like, when you watch Midsommar, it's like, dude, I have no clue what is happening here, but I feel like I should feel some... I feel like I should feel some sense of like, I feel equal parts confused and uneasy. And I think that's kind of like the aim they go for, is to like, not so much to scare you, but you're not supposed to feel comfortable with what you just witnessed.
Yeah.
Is the best way to put it. But I think they're all worth a watch. I think your mileage will vary depending on what it is you think you are going to see when you watch them.
Yeah.
But they're Hereditary is honestly more about grief than it is about actual horror, and Midsommar is more about
hating your girlfriend.
Moving on. Moving on and weird people. That's what it's about.
Yeah. That is one of those situations where, like, as people are planning this vacation, like, yeah, we're going to go to the Netherlands and hang out with these people. As the black guy at the table, I've been like, oh, you all going ahead.
Well, he was the one that was the expert.
Yeah, but I'd still.
So I wouldn't have gone either.
I'll study on the internet. I don't need to go.
It was his thesis.
Yeah, I'm not doing. Let me say this again. I'm not doing.
I told my wife, I was like, we are never going to the Netherlands.
Nope. Whole country crossed off.
Like just
Chad, he's black.
Oh, Netherlands. Oh God, get him a plane ticket out of there.
Nah.
Run.
We're not
Run
going
as far and fast as you can. Thank you, Ernie. Can I get just real quick, personal question? Do you have a favorite horror?
You know what? It is always gonna come down to John Carpenter's The Thing.
Damn,
That's a good movie.
Nice.
I can watch that movie literally. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what kind of mood I'm in. That's one of those movies I can literally pop it in, moment's notice, and just be entertained immediately from the opening title sequence all the way to the to the final shot, the fade out. It's to me. I know the movie has some flaws, but to me, it's a flawless movie. I can't think of it in terms of production, not so much in the script, just in terms of production. Like, it's a tight movie, but I know there's little nitpicky things that happen that are kind of iffy, but it's that's a perfect film to me.
It really is.
I see no personal fault.
Yeah. And it was very, 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 very original, even though technically it's supposed to be a remake of Thing from Outer Space. It had nothing to do. The setting was all the similarity.
It was completely different.
Yeah. That, and I'll say this before we go to break, I like the prequel. I did not dislike it.
I actually don't mind the prequel. I've seen it. I've seen obviously less than the original, but I actually thought Mary Elizabeth Winstead did a good job. I thought she was good, and I think the only problem with the movie is that it had a hard time marketing itself as to what it was supposed to be. Yeah. Whether it was supposed to be it kept hemming and hawing about whether or not it was a prequel or a reboot. And it's not till you actually sit down and watch it, you realize, this is a prequel. Yeah,
and very obviously, from beginning to end, especially at the end, it's no, this is definitely a prequel. Well, thank you, Ernie. We are going to go into our first DJ Elokari mix of the evening. You got the reverb ready, DJ Elokari? DJ Elokari is going to hit you with some hits. DJ Elokari, what hits you going to hit him with?
Yeah, man. So, first off, we're going to start that off with that the Blerd track called Gun City that's got featured on Toonami. So we're most definitely about to play that for you guys first. And then after that, I got 2 new music videos, but I'm just going to play one for now. By a friend of the show, Ace Da Vinci. He has a new song with this amazing group called Mother Nature. The new song they have together is called Shine, and they got a music video for it, so we're going to check that out. Also got some other really dope tracks that we're going to be playing in a bit too, so yeah, coming right at you.
All right, you are watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We will be back in 15. Ernie, can I get you to tell the people what they should do in the break?
Oh yeah, most definitely. During this break, you need to take the time to wash those damn hands.
I am more fulfilled as a person. I want everybody to know.
I'm sure that they brought you on the show just for that.
Yeah, that's definitely a perk of that. So, folks, we will be back in about 15 minutes with trailers. Stay tuned.
There's been a lot of talk about race lately. I don't see color. Racism isn't real anymore. All lives matter. These words are actually harmful and steer away from the bigger issue. Racism still exists. Discrimination toward people of color still exists.
Have you actually done it? Have you been able to overcome hatred?
It's up to all of us to recognize that and take action.
The decisions you make and the actions that follow are a reflection of who you are.
If you're thinking, maybe, but not me, you've got some truth to uncover.
But if you open your eyes and let go of the hate, you will see the truth.
If you're thinking, this isn't why I watch Toonami, think again. Think about how you can fight against injustice.
All of us together, standing and fighting as one.
Think about how you can be a part of an honest conversation about racism. Because Black Lives Matter and will always matter.
Yeah.
Tasty Benchy, baby.
Heaven in my home with this microphone. Please leave me alone. I'm all in my zone, trying to get my head right. I've been on the road, shining like a headlight, oh Lord.
If I wasn't dishonest, it's more than exposure, I'm opening doors. Mine is a portal, my soul is immortal. My flow is informal, informed by the source. I got addictions, but most of it's sickness, so I write prescriptions, it's more than a verse. Learn more from my sisters and I did the system, so I've been consistent with what I absorb. Lord, I can't afford all this depression no more. I get discouraged, I'm just confessing the raw. Cleaning the storage, I got so much to the store. It never go away. Too many souls.
Ain't looking dry on the drip, all my scriptures legit. I've been whipping my wrists, it's my pin to the risk of exposing the hopeless. The potions more potent and boring. Ain't problems, no partners, no bother. I prophesy. Hold me when my light goes shine. Love me when I'm born out of my mind.
Sacrifice, I pack the vice. I can't sleep a half the night. I need peace in afterlife. I need peace in afterlife. Sacrifice, I pack the vice. I can't sleep a half the night. I need peace for afterlife. I need peace for afterlife.
Shine. Everything gorgeous, everything flawless, we gon' shine. Everything gorgeous, everything flawless, we gon' shine. They wanna copy the moves, they can't even copy the rhyme. Nah. Shine. Everything gorgeous, everything flawless, we gon' shine. Everything gorgeous, everything flawless, we gon' shine.
I'm just a regular guy with a big appetite. Take the bite out the game and we'll make it alright. No sleep tonight, no sleep, no need to see my cousin creep. Any day now, we've risen from where the gutter be. Play your tunes, your melodies, harmonics for symphonies. I'll put a few of them out, then I'll make it on, you'll see. But this poverty is real, it's still real, it's still real. How much a dollar costs, man, is truly just concealed. How much a life is worth, fam, the government got a steal. In my hood it's called a lick, we got the short end of the stick. So sick, so sick, so sick, too high to even notice. Beware of what they told us, one kind artist is the POTUS. The sword is the mic, the soul is the fight. The people is the right, yeah we versatile tonight. Versatile, versatile, versatile. Versatile, versatile, versatile. The sword is the mic, the soul is the fight. The people, it's the right, yeah we versatile tonight. Versatile, versatile, versatile. Versatile, versatile, versatile. Nobody can take it from us, we clutch into our performance. Not buying in what they sold us, we building and crafting product. But is anyone speaking love? Now tell me who is the boldest to refrain from the same vein the opiate has chosen. I'm the guru rocking FUBU, this the moment of truth. So what's the use? The money flows, so no avoiding abuse. Truth or dare, tell me why the ganja used to be an F. Now the industry is asthma, they sucking up all the bread. That's the way the story goes, it's the cycle of oppression. First they lock you up, then use that money as a weapon. Who gon' run the game? The opportunist is creeping. You reap what you sow, so I plant what I believe in. In your ear is the voice, in my verse is the seed. You water the plants, it will grow into a tree. I'm just a regular guy with a big appetite. Take the bite out the game, and we'll make it alright. No lie, no lie, no lie, no lie, no chico chico. I'm super versatile, this the prequel and the sequel. I'm living in the now when I'm calling out the evils. Calling out the evils, calling out the
like Fred Lamont and Rollo, confused by the bravado of the desperado. Flint, Michigan, all the way to Chicago.
Moving at a pace that you humans can't trace. Made you a play, but you can only have a taste. I'm going in the flash to avoid all the traps. After 35 years, I think I got this in the bag.
Indeed, come from a rare breed. Many misread and proceed to mislead. Gotta be aware of lies they force feed. The pathway to truth is a path they impede.
On the passenger side, just had to roll my weed. Now the switch seats deep past the keys. I got this need for speed while I blow these trees. Please don't judge me on how I like to get free.
Look at you all in your field.
That's envy, they mad cause we on their heels.
Recommend you respect the grind.
You racing against me, I'm racing against time. Look at you all in your field.
That's envy, they mad cause we on their heels.
Recommend you respect the grind.
You racing against me, I'm racing against time.
Sidestep a hater as I charge for my goal. On the freeway, no need to pay a toll. Gotta go, let everybody know the time is now, we can't wait no more.
Yo, give shape to the shapeless, reveal the naked truth while others just can't face it. Running a marathon, best way is to pace it. Problems are opportunities, so you better embrace it.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Pedal to the metal, trying to learn my people how to make it in the ghetto. Then out the ghetto, still be successful, but never in your life do you forget your kinfolk.
Handle this the way I intended. Crude, rude, lewd, and honor when you're offended. Give it the mail, a jigger, jigger, and blend it. Nickel on trial, it fits on my co-defendants. Look at you all in your field.
That's envy, they mad cause we on their heels.
Recommend you respect the grind.
You racing against me, I'm racing against time. Look at you all in your field.
That's envy, they mad cause we on their heels.
Recommend you respect the grind.
You racing against me, I'm racing against time.
BlurdDotRadio. Call it B. And the lady catch this one, so for the one and only them. Ariel. Yeah.
Ariel, are you ringing my bell? You know it's not over, and you know I can tell. Ariel, are you ringing my bell? You know it's not over, and you know I can tell. The way that you're rolling in me, oh shit. The way that you're looking at me, oh shit. You giving me fire in me always. I promise to always be free, oh shit. The way that you're rolling in me, oh shit. The way that you're looking at me, oh shit. You giving me fire in me always. I promise to always be free, oh shit. Ooh, yeah. If I tell you I love you every day, come and listen, my darling. Ooh, come we stay. Oh, my name you've been calling, no mistakes. I'm just hoping to know ya. See me singing it for ya. Baby, you know I know you got me loving more. I've been feeling you up. You been feeling me too, yeah. You, yeah. We be together, yeah, we be forever, yeah. We be together, yeah, we be forever, yeah. Oh, you ringing my bell? You know it's not over, and you know I can tell.
BlurdDotRadio will be back right after this.
You know it's not over, and you you know I can tell. The way that you rolling in me, oh shit. The way that you looking at me, oh shit. You giving me fire in me always. I promise to always be free, oh shit. The way that you rolling in me, oh shit. The way that you looking at me, oh shit. You giving me fire in me always. I promise to always be free, oh shit.
I hope you can tell, let me come out of my shell, feeling your body like bro, let me know what you know, girl, I don't need no one else, no, it just be you and myself, trip for two to the west, you know how we do it, freaking we wave, yeah, you can be behind G's, we gon' make them go crazy, we can go far, we can go, like Bonnie and Clyde with no popo.
Oh, you're ringing my bell. You know it's not over, and you know I can tell. Ariel, oh, you're ringing my bell. You know it's not over, and you know I can tell. The way that you rolling in my oh shit. The way that you looking at me, oh shit. You giving me fire in me always. I promise to always be free, oh shit. The way that you rolling in me, oh shit. The way that you looking at me, oh shit. You giving me fire in me always. I promise to always be free, oh shit. Oh yeah.
Ariel, the one and only, the love of your life. Yeah, you know what I mean? I remember that one song. That of his mercies. Chuck, Jaja reigns supreme.
All right, we're coming back. And we're back, Mike. Oh, wait, your mic is muted.
You're muted. He's still muted. He's still muted. Hey, oh hey, this is Kenny from BlurdDotRadio.
Wow.
BlurdDotRadio.
I didn't even mute.
BlurdDotRadio.
You're in now. You're back.
That's okay, Mike.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear
you. Thank you, Kenny. You were watching. Did Elgin play the noise for you?
Nope. I didn't get the noise. It's okay.
We were watching BlurdDotRadio. I'm your host for the evening, Mike Stidham. I am joined by Steve.
What it do, baby?
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
DJ Elokari.
Yo.
DJ Elokari.
Ash, got him.
Got him!
Our good friend Kenny. And live from the Blerd Cave, we got Ernie Blerd Without Fear. Ernie, can I get another welcome back?
Oh, of course. Welcome back. Man.
Yes. My heart jumped. So, folks, thank you, Ernie, for being here and tolerating all of my fandom.
You're good, dude. You're good, man. You're good.
So we're going to get into the trailer segment of the evening. We have two fine trailers for you tonight. The first is for the Snyder Cut of the Justice League movie. I'll save my comments. And then we're gonna watch another video game trailer. I don't know what just happened.
No, I just figured that was probably what was coming next. It's a bunch of booze coming your way.
Well, you'll just have to watch and see, listener.
Okay.
Our next trailer is going to be for Gotham Knights, which will be out somewhere between PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and etc. But first, we will get into the trailer for the Snyder Cut. DJ Elokari, could you hit us with that clip?
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But really care for music, do you?
I also want to point out that the theme song is so fucking self-righteous.
Oh no, 1,000.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God!
It fits for once. For once, it's been in there. Well done.
So just self-pretentious.
Have a bomb on its legs.
It wasn't much.
These nuts.
I couldn't feel to touch.
Yeah!
Told the truth. I didn't come.
Cyborg punch. Is Batman just watching Cyborg punch the ground?
Yeah, kind of.
He's like, look at it.
Yeah!
Wasn't that guy in Avengers? The last guy they showed? Wasn't that I can't remember his name.
What?
Oh, that's the song.
The Chicago nigga.
Completely unnecessary though.
Like they just wanted to use that song. It's just.
Yeah, it's it makes the trailer feel longer.
Yes.
It made me care even less about
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed,
Yeah!
right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us.
He's never fought us.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right. So here's a few things. Number one, Darkseid looks like shit.
Hey man.
He looks like a Power Rangers villain, and I think Darkseid deserves better.
But they play Hallelujah, dog.
And the one character just looks like Corvus Glaive. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but
that was Desaad, I believe is his name, something along those lines. It's like he has a weird name. He's like one of Darkseid's lackeys.
Yeah. Darkseid in this case almost Thanos. I don't think I'm gonna watch this. Let me throw that out there. I didn't watch Justice League until a friend of mine had it on Blu-ray. After Man of Steel, I was pretty much done with the entire franchise. And the movies that I did watch did not set it didn't show me that I was wrong in feeling like after they tried to turn Superman into Batman, I didn't want to see it. But I would like to hear specifically from our comic book folks, Ernie and Kenny. What did you all see as people who are familiar with the lore?
Well done.
Oh, I think.
I was. I'll let Kenny take first crack.
I didn't see much of anything that was different.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looked like it's gonna be longer.
It's gonna be a miniseries. It's gonna be 4 episodes of a miniseries.
And I don't even think it needs to be a miniseries. What does it need to be a miniseries for?
It could have been clips or DVD
It could have
extras.
it just could have been an extra, like, or an extended version, or a director's cut. You know, the things they typically do with films like this, when a director either goes a separate way, or there's a difference in how the film wants to be, a la the Richard Donner cut, yada yada yada. But I don't. Okay, I'm on the record as saying I thought the Justice League movie was decent. It was. I thought. I mean, it obviously felt like two different movies because, you know, Snyder left in the middle of it. But for what it had to be, I thought it was better than what it was. I mean, my brothers still both disliked it, and I understand why. But I went in trying. I went in trying to go be as objective as possible. But there was nothing really redeeming about the movie besides it just being just decent enough to I actually enjoyed watching it, but it also wasn't like fun to watch, if that makes any sense. But I will. I guess I'm also like, there's no point to this because after Fandom, what you're seeing with a lot of the newer DC films, there's going to be a different direction.
Yeah, this is pretty much the New Mutants of DC
it's like
universe.
like the last hurrah.
Right while I was scrolling.
It's
out.
But it just feels like the last hurrah of like that incarnation of DC movies that everything's going to be dark and gritty. And turns out, if you don't do that well, if you don't do it with a solid script,
yeah, you can't do it with just
good.
darkness by itself.
You just can't just be like, hey, yeah, look at our environment so dark and gritty for DC, and then all your characters are like wooden versions of themselves. I mean, Wonder Woman is a little bit of the exception, although I honestly am kind of on the fence of how good Wonder Woman actually is as a movie, because you can tell when like the men overruled how the direction of that movie went at a certain part in the movie, and it just came off like, once again, too many cooks in the kitchen when you should just let the lady cook herself. Yeah. So, but people really love that movie because of what it is, and that's why I just kind of keep my mouth shut about it. Yeah. But there's nothing redeeming about doing this in a miniseries. And I think just working in a comic book store, it's been kind of nice to have people not ask me about it. So I'm definitely going to get people again asking me about it. And they're going to be like, is there like a comic book for that? I'm just going to be like, no, but there are some things that are better than that I can send it to. It's like, how about we start there? Like, we can just start with some of these fun Justice League stories, and not this, and not this. But no, but honestly, that trailer did nothing for me. Like, I thought I was gonna get something. I mean, like everybody, what you said is basically how I felt. It's like, oh look, they put Darkseid in there, but wow, does he look like a Power Ranger villain? Which is still giving it too much credit. Power Ranger villains actually look pretty cool. I still think they look awesome.
Goldar is pretty cool.
Thank you.
Let's not shit on Power Rangers here, okay?
Yeah.
Like, DC has billions of dollars, and they're at this point, there is no reason to have like realistic looking like people for some of these films. And so, like, in terms of production and storytelling, you're not giving anybody anything different. This is basically another cash grab. Like, let's be real. Since Warner Brothers or AT&T has taken over, and I've seen just coming from the retailer side, DC is going to privatize, feel like insulate themselves as much as possible. So, in terms of what they do, like their films and their books, it's all going to start like syncing up a lot more. So maybe that'll lead to better storytelling on the films, is all I can say. Because I mean, look at Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad trailer is like the complete opposite of this.
I do think DC's on their way up.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, even after like the Shazam trailer and every other trailer besides the Justice League trailer gave me like, I was genuinely excited for what DC's doing for the future. This just feels like a step backwards. Like, you don't need to close out this like part of the franchise that point that was already at a low point. I mean, let's just kill. Like, if we're being honest, I mean, DC was on a very low like point in their like films since Batman.
They made a bunch of bad decisions.
So I think there's no reason to do this, but once again, it's all about making money. HBO Max needs something just to like keep people interested, especially because DC Universe is now collapsing into that, so you don't have DC Universe as an app, I think, coming up pretty soon. So I'm not sure how people are going to be able to read their comics. Well, maybe they are. I'm not sure if they're going to look into that. So it's all. I think
the comics are staying. I think it's the TV and movie stuff that's piecing out.
Yes, all the TV movie stuff is going to HBO Max.
Yeah, because I was looking at that. I was like, why is all the DC stuff on HBO Max? Like, I just looked to see if there was going to be Young Justice on there, because I was like, that's literally the only thing that's still on the DC network. What do I need both of these things for? Does that make no sense?
All I know is that I ended up watching Birds of Prey, the Emancipation of Harley Quinn, and like, oh, this is a good movie.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
It's not a typical superhero movie. Of course.
Absolutely not. Which is
that's a good thing.
But that's a good thing. That's like that's what DC I think have been trying to go for the longest. But I think they allow themselves to get kind of like put in this one corner about how it had to look different, but also similar. And Suicide Squad, the Suicide trailer and how Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey look like. That's the future, and I think that's what they should stick to. Like nothing's wrong with different, but make sure your different is good.
Yeah. Thank you, Kenny.
Looking at okay, so the first thing that they made sure to show you in that trailer, they made sure because the whole thing, the one claim Zack Snyder had back when he was still salty that he didn't get to finish his Justice League movie was that my movie would have had Darkseid. My movie would have had Darkseid. Like that was what he led with every time somebody's like, "Hey, Snyder," because like. I got Darkseid. That's what I got. Joss didn't want Darkseid. He didn't have talent to bring Darkseid to the screen like I would have done. See, he wanted to go with Steppenwolf. Now I'd have gave y'all Darkseid. He made sure to show Darkseid, and what he showed us was a wet fart. That Darkseid.
I do agree.
I'm telling you. Pull that mess back up. Pull that mess back up. And I'm gonna tell you, if you look at that Darkseid, look at it. Look at it long and hard. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all he is, they took the model for Steppenwolf, widened him out, pulled the mask back, widened the chin out. I guarantee you, if you showed me a behind the scenes of the making of Darkseid, I guarantee you it would not surprise me if someone in there was like, "Yeah, man, we just took Steppenwolf and just modified it."
Oh man,
probably why there'll never be behind
the worst looking Darkseid I've ever seen.
It is,
yeah, dude. No, that Darkseid looks sick.
Yeah, he looks.
And I don't mean that in the colloquialism, like
sick, bro.
I mean he looks like he is ill.
Yeah, he looks like he's like been in a bad place.
Yeah.
He's been depressed.
Like his girlfriend left.
You know.
And you know what? He has a classic. Why his look is the easiest one to translate? Like how do you muck that up?
Well, I heard that was supposed to be like an earlier version of him. Like it was supposed to be in the flashback, so it wasn't supposed to be like his final form. It was like his.
Was he just carrying like a spear?
So he hadn't absorbed.
That's another thing.
Cheetah or anybody yet. What you telling me?
Yeah, apparently so. This is supposed to be just like him in the flashback scene.
Right.
It still looks fucking wet. And then for the big, he does his weapon swing. If you swing something with two hands over your shoulder, it's supposed to be cool looking. There's a character on My Hero Academia that has that same weapon the Darkseid has, and it's like a guy with a little spinny spear. It looks like he took a sea urchin and stabbed it on the end of a stick and was like, "I'm fearsome now. I'm gonna go take over some planets."
It's not good looking. It's bad. And you know what? They went back to the old Steppenwolf, the Steppenwolf for Man of Steel, or not Man of Steel, but Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman. That was that one. They went back to that Steppenwolf model, and I was like, "This is garbage too," because now he just looks like a discount destroyer armor.
Like DC CGI throughout the years since Green Lantern has just always looked like third rate. Like how are you $1 billion movie company but you can't do CGI in any form or fashion decent?
Take a look at Thanos. I guarantee you, if you, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to do this. This is homework from the Blerd Without Fear. I challenge you, go look up a picture of Steppenwolf from the Justice League movie, and then pull up a picture of Thanos. Don't even get one from Endgame. Don't get one from Endgame. Get one from Infinity War. I'll take that. Hell, go to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Look at that picture of Thanos. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to be sick when you realize, especially if you look at that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 version of Thanos, that movie came out before Justice League. You are gonna be sick because you're gonna look at that Justice League. If I didn't tell you what year those movies came out, you'd be sitting there going, "Oh man, this looks like something that came out in 2000." No. Is this from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Look, Lord of the Rings actually has CGI that hold up better.
Jeez. I mean, you heard it, folks. Do your homework. Check it out.
No, you're not wrong.
But I don't want to see this. I didn't ask for a Snyder cut.
Yeah.
I don't want a Snyder cut. And if we're really gonna keep it, if we could keep it 1 million. I'm not gonna go out of my way. Like, I have HBO Max. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch this.
Yeah, same.
Even though you have the service, that's a strong statement right there.
Oh no, well no, because I'm because Kenny brought up something very important. They stealth dropped that Harley Quinn movie. They didn't advertise it, because I actually, and the reason I know that is because night before I was like, let me see if they put Harley Quinn on HBO Max. And I'm looking, I'm like, dude, they ain't got all they got is the animated series. Okay, that's cool. I'll just watch that.
Yep.
Then my wife and I were sitting on the couch, and we were like, damn, let's watch something. I pull up HBO Max. What's on the front page? The next night, they didn't advertise it. It just showed up. And you know what?
Yeah.
An infinitely better movie. And you know what? It says something that this movie that had all of this controversy, all of this anti, whatever you want, like very anti-woman, anti-feminist, anti-whatever you want to call it. People clown this movie. Why are we not doing this for the Snyder Cut? I don't want this. I don't want 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes of Justice League unless it's unlimited.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Matter of fact, y'all putting energy into giving me a Snyder Cut. Where is my season 4 of Young Justice?
Yeah, give people what they asked for.
You know what? I need to apologize because I think
doggone it.
Yeah. I think for myself, I think I'm on this show as not being excited for Birds of Prey, and I'm going to apologize because I really enjoyed Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Like, that movie was so good, and it just happened to be like on, like, when I first opened up HBO Max on PS3. I'm a PS3. My PS4 was like, oh, it was on. So let me check it out.
Max on PS3?
Yeah, not at all. Absolutely not. Listen, for half a second, I was living in the past. But no, I was like, it was just so good. It's like, like when Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey even just came out in theaters, it was kind of like stealthily dropped, and it's just one of those movies that, like, oh, this makes me want to be excited for more like DC films. I think that there's, and like as you ask about Justice League, it was like, oh, how about we talk about this movie that was better than that will actually want you excited to see a DC movie.
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of where I am, but I think Ernie kind of put it out the same thing. It's just like nothing. It's a wet fart. Like nothing. There was nothing of excitement. There was nothing that I could even.
And nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new.
There was nothing new.
Well, thank you both for agreeing with me. I know, but I was actually looking for like some note of like maybe somebody likes it.
I mean, I probably have friends who would defend it, but
oh god, I definitely know people online that would defend it just because it's DC. But Ash actually made a good point about Ash. What did you say? Like the consistency.
Yeah. This movie will be more tonally cohesive and consistent compared to the theatrical version, since it was Joss Whedon coming on board to infuse his Joss Whedonisms into a movie that had already established with the two prior movies a dark tone. So for a mix of dark tone Zack Snyder and Joss Whedonisms, it didn't feel right. Like, I already did not like the direction he was taking the DC storylines, but it was his. It was distinct in what he was trying to do, and to take his distinctness and mix it with Joss's just made it all the worse. So much like how Batman v Superman's extended cut helped iron out the wrinkles and fill in those holes that were clearly felt, this is pretty much going to do that, because it's going to be Zack Snyder's full, unadulterated version and vision for this story. Will that make it better? Not necessarily.
I've seen Zack Snyder movies. It won't be better.
It will definitely be more cohesive and better understood than the theatrical version. So I will give it that. But no, I'm not interested in watching this.
Nope.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I could just hear just the music used because it's the same in Watchmen.
For the most awkward sex scene ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward ass sex scene and giant blue dick. But it did nothing for me. It didn't hype me up dramatically, action-wise, just in hearing it and the clips even the trailer for The Batman, as moody as it is, it had me more intrigued just on a soundscape wise. Like it opens up with just duct tape sounds.
Yo, we're getting modern gothic Batman. Like we're getting modern and that's the dopest thing, but also we don't need modern gothic Batman.
But all to say, they're not selling this to me even as a trailer. You know, say what you will.
Oh my god.
The Suicide Squad and what the movie ended up being. The trailer sold you. Trailer had you feeling like, oh, this gonna be fun. Okay, yeah, let me get up in there.
We were saying earlier, I think I might be the only person that was like, yeah, fine, I'd watch this.
This trailer does not have me like, yes. Oh, I can't wait. No, it's
you weren't praising, you weren't putting your hand up like you were in church.
I don't care. Like
Hallelujah.
For me, Batman is gonna be the animated version of it.
Yeah.
Batman the animated series, I feel like captures Batman tonally. It gives you character pieces, it gives you some mysteries, it gives you that multifaceted Batman that he's supposed to be, where it's like, yeah, he's grim and dark, but he's battling with some shit in the background that even he acknowledges, if not to himself, then like in some scenes you can just read. And the movies haven't done that dichotomy of his personality justice in the movies, let alone the voice. You're just not gonna top Kevin Conroy in his delivery of Batman roles, you know. So it's like I'm only really slightly interested in seeing the Batman out of all this other Batman stuff coming out. Because as much as I like Batman, I'm kind of off my Batman.
There's too much.
It's like
we put him in the vault.
I count like on we literally have a Batman shelf at the store. Like it's basically it starts with action, like one row is action comics, and everything else is like Batman oriented or Batman Central or Batman offshoots. Like we like it's all kind of congregated on one big ass shelf, and it's absurd.
I mean, I would prefer him more as like, you know, a side character. Like I liked how they utilized him in the Justice League. He's like, or Justice League Unlimited. He's like, I'm a part timer. When you need my help, which you will, call me.
That reminded me of the episode where Green Lantern tried to get everybody to train, and Batman showed up like, all right, what are we doing? And he was like, training. And he was like, we doing what? We talking about practice?
That's a scrimmage.
What? Get the I got shit. This killer's killing people in my city. I'm out.
So I liked how they did that. I wish the movies would, you know, kind of utilize that a little bit more, you know. But yeah, Zach, at least you're finally getting your vision out there. I understand that as an artist to finally have your story the way you wanted it. It's finally happening. Cool. But
do you think anybody will pay him for anything after this? Do you feel like this is it? Like this is his Ang Lee's The Hulk?
Unless they find out he's been diddling some kids or something, he's still gonna get work. Period.
Yeah. Maybe on
why directors fall up.
I think this might be it for Zack Snyder. Like,
I mean, if he decides he's done, sure.
Yeah.
But if the paycheck comes, I don't see him not doing it. I mean, he took that break he needed when his daughter passed, you know? I don't really see him not coming back to this. He likes directing. This isn't like actors who get burnt out because they hate all the different roles they got.
I guess what I'm asking is, and I'll ask this to the group because we still haven't heard from DJ L.O.Cryer or Steve. If this turns out as bad as it looks, will people want to hire Zack Snyder for these big ticket movies? DJ L.O.Cryer.
Yes.
Like Aliens vs Predator. This one. Maybe he'll get into like the Serious Sam movie. He'll direct Mega Man.
Are you just asking for just like my opinion about the trailer itself, or just to answer that question? Because the answer is yes for the question.
The transition was to be to ask you the question, and then you transition to your opinion on the trailer.
Yeah, I'm in the minority, dog. I think this looks dope. Like I'm actually, yeah.
I would genuinely like to hear why. Not to criticize you. I don't understand why this is good.
Yeah, well, for me personally, a lot of stuff that was taken out that I was actually very excited about learning more about in the Justice League trailer looks like it's back in. You know what I mean? Like, there was no Cyborg time at all in the fucking movie. Like, in the original, in the Joss Whedon cut, we didn't see anything with Cyborg. And they were heavily advertising like it was about to be something for real. And he wasn't barely, like, all those football, and that's why, like, they showed you in the scene, like, nope, all those scenes are back. Also, old girl from Dope, I had found out that she was going to be Iris West. And I got super jazzed up in the trailers in the making for the movie, and I was like, "Yo, like they about to have Iris West in this. I can't wait to see what her interpretation is going to be like." And those scenes were taken out as well. So I was just like, "Damn, like where's all the stuff that they were like hyping me up for in the original Justice League trailer?"
All the black stuff.
Yeah, you know, you feel me? Like
got those Negroes out of there. We don't need that.
As well as the black
God
suit. Like,
I
was just, for me, it was just like, damn, man, like Superman about to come back. And they're not about to make him in the black suit. Like, that don't make no damn sense. And then it was like, no, actually, there was a version that had that damn black suit in there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'll give it a chance. You know what I mean? And like I said, I had just watched the Batman v Superman long extended version of that. And like I said last week, it was a much better story. Like, I will admit, it was a better story than what it was, right? But
did anything lead up to the Martha scene, or was that just?
It did. It most definitely did. You know what I mean? Like, so Jesse Eisenberg was still trash. Like, I still hated him.
I don't know what they were doing when they wrote that.
Like, I think that was
I watched that extended cut, and I don't. More power to you.
No, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, if you're not into this, then you're not gonna be into this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, most folks that was here, like, saw the trailer.
If you go into something expecting
something different,
what they advertise is missing, and now you're getting the chance to see it, you should be excited. That's like, you know, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You know, if you watched the first Full Metal Alchemist and thought that ending was trash and it was nothing like what was going on in the manga, now you have what really happened in the manga.
Right.
You know, but then you also have the first version that came out. Whichever one you want is right there.
Yeah, I like both of them, honestly.
Yeah. And the interpretation of like them even using the song Hallelujah, yes, it is extremely like it's you know,
very backside.
I really felt like somebody should be sitting on top of a car, like waiting for people to throw ticker tape at them. Like, look at this, look at me, look at what I did.
But the reason why he did that, the reason why he's in interviews, it said the reason why he played Hallelujah was because one, it was just kind of like, I'm trying to let y'all know that this is going to be my full vision. You know what I mean? Like, this is not anyone else's interpretation. I just want to, and basically he was trying to stick it to Joss Whedon. Like, that was you know, that's just what he's doing.
You know what I bet Joss Whedon did was change. Like, it's a long trailer.
Yeah. So,
damn, I used some of this footage.
Right.
Joss Whedon hasn't made a good movie in years either. So even him being the director of the cut, like, it wouldn't have. It just feels like it's backwards. And also, just to kind of get to the point that people wanted this, I feel like the argument. I can argue that this wasn't a good faith. I feel like this was more so like people trolling.
I think some people genuinely wanted to see what Zack Snyder's vision was. You know what I mean? Like,
but
honestly,
they were calling for him to be fired.
They were calling. That's the thing. I mean, that in one day, where like half people didn't even want this movie, and then some people said, yeah, they wanted it like this. I just don't think there were enough. I think this is just,
it's cool.
Like, people felt like after Sonic got enough people on board. Like, hey, let's have a run at this one more
But I really do think that people definitely was still.
The fact that they rechanged.
It was both. It was still both.
Just the fact that they would change, like, they got enough voices, and even in an online position, that they got Sonic to where it is, which did make the movie better. Like, there was an improvement.
So I mean,
honestly say that was, but I don't see that. like nothing about this new trailer got me excited.
And that's fine. You gave Kenny, you gave your opinion. Yeah, both gave your opinion. It's cool. Like I'm not against. I'm not trying to tell people to watch this. If you already have made the decision that you are not about to watch this, then you're not gonna watch it. I am, and that's cool. Yeah. Y'all can not
no,
watch
I'm not
it.
coming at you. I'm just saying
it's cool. But there is still a group of people that actually wanted to check this thing out, and for me, it most definitely gave me the things that I wanted to see. And if you guys don't want to watch it, that's fine. Like y'all ain't gotta watch it. I most definitely will be checking this out because I want to see.
There's nothing wrong with it. I went in with the first one not having any expectations. You did, so you're finally getting your expectation.
Yeah. That's why I asked you, like, what is it that you want to see in this? It makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like the stuff that he put in this trailer added to the things that I kind of wanted to see how it would play out, like the whole Speed Force looking scenes and stuff like that. Like that stuff looked interesting to me. I want to check this out, and I'm gonna give it a chance. You know, and like Ashley said, this man is finally being able to tell his story. Like that's a real jacked up way to like leave a film, you know what I mean? Like your child died, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give him an opportunity to tell his story, bro. You know what I mean? You don't have to watch it. Go watch something else.
There you go. Yep. Thank you, DJ.
All these Batman stories, y'all got something to watch.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, Steve, what you got? Because we're not gonna have time for.
You ever go to like a cookout and somebody ain't had enough seasoning to the food, and then you pull out your little salt and your hot sauce, and it's a little bit better, but it's really just
also
salt.
if you use salt and hot sauce, you're gonna have a lot of sodium
to begin with. So I assume this is the salt and the hot sauce I was looking for from the first movies. And I just want to say also, like, it seems like DC works better in more of a series form anyway.
I agree.
It seems like people accept it better. It seems like people enjoy it a little bit better. I'm not a DC fan. I've retired from saying what I usually say.
DC is trash.
Yeah,
he says it all the time.
Yeah.
He wrote it, and you didn't retire. You wrote it on the Twitch. It's in the Twitch chat right now. So it's got caught in a lie on the internet.
But anyway, it seems like they work better. The stories work better in a more elaborate platform. So I would hope the best for DC.
Yeah, that's really because that really is who this is for. The people like DJ Alokari said, there are a lot of people that look forward to it. This is the defense that a lot of people play, and this is.
You've been saying you got this mixtape the whole time. Like,
I got this fire mixtape. No,
it's like we finally got that Carter 5. You know what I'm saying? Even though that shit we thought we'd never gonna get it, bro.
Alright, sure.
I mean, some of the songs, you know, they made them beats like a long ass time ago, but you still gonna listen. You know.
So Spotify, fuck it. I already paid $9.99.
You know what I mean? Like whatever.
The young at heart. Go for this.
No.
I hope that it's good because this is one less thing for DC fans to complain about.
Or it could be trash, but you know.
It's also sad because even if this is good, like there's no continuation of the story really.
Yeah. This is the end.
I think they might continue it in Flash though.
To get Superman like Henry Cavill back into something. It was a headline I read in passing.
Yeah, no, they're most definitely trying to continue this story in Flash, apparently.
That's nice. Since we got 3 minutes, real quick. Flash is supposed to have Thomas Wayne in it, right?
Yeah.
The difference between Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne is that Thomas Wayne shoots people, right?
Yes.
See where I'm going?
Hey.
This Batman just shoots everything.
I'm not
Batman
arguing
with a chopper. Just
not arguing that at all.
I don't know where that was gonna go. But
so did Michael Keaton though.
Yeah, but
Michael
Keaton,
Batman.
He put a bomb in somebody's chest and then kicked him down the manhole.
Yeah, man.
It was also like 1992. You kind of expect weird shit like that. It was coming off of
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Michael Keaton's hairline in 1992. he was supposed to be a sex symbol of Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? His hair like was
Listen,
fucked up.
the 80s was different. It was a different time. What was attractive was different. You had like 40-year-old people playing teenagers. It was mixed up.
In Malaysia, bro. Like,
so, folks, it's time for our second DJ Elokari mix of the evening. DJ Elokari is gonna hit us with some hits. DJ Elokari, what hits you gonna hit us with?
Yo, so I got another music video that I'm excited to show. This one is done by a homie by the name of Clark Airlines. So we met
He was
Raven.
supposed to be on the show like a year ago.
Yeah,
Shout
out to him. He made this music video with his kid, and it was so dope, and probably super freaking disturbing as well. But it's super raw. Name of that track is called All Time, so we're gonna be playing that, as well as a homie of mine actually just dropped some new music as well, and I want to most definitely play that ish too. And I'll be making the announcement about like the songs and stuff in just a minute.
There you go. Are you gonna play anything by Kabashi?
Oh yeah, man. Most
This guy
definitely
right
more.
here.
Yeah, most definitely playing more Kabashi records. We played some in the first half as well. Oh yeah, you didn't ask me what hits I played. It's all good.
People can find out on IG.
Yeah.
Check out BlurdDotRadio. It will be in the stories.
Yeah. So another song by this young lady by the name of Amara. She has this new track called Done. So about to play that as well.
Well, stay tuned and listen to that. Ernie, you wanna remind people of what they could do on this potty break?
Of course. You make sure you wash your damn hands.
There you go. BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. We will be back at 9 o'clock with some trivia. Also, Ernie, again, thank you for tolerating my concept. I appreciate you, man.
Anytime, man.
Clark Airlines.
Great. Ooh, I got a piece so we can.
you Thanks. Look at you drink a lot of water today?
I drink a lot of water every day.
Kilo on the track, yeah. Retro.
Go crazy,
I just kicked in the door. Honey, with me, can we come here? We go. She made it sober with my brody on the pro. I'm a guru of all trades, that's a go. Yeah, when shit get rough, I smooth my situation with that sandpaper. Eat good in any state and overtip the weight. The sound of money make me do the percolate. Yeah, I can't lose. A female in the purest form is what I choose. My bitches bad at day and they terrible tools. Don't want no bitch that's paying pussy for some shoes. Yeah.
Wait, Dad, what kind of work?
Music. Cause you ain't got no in here, man. You gotta put one of these in there and you be straight. Yeah.
This?
Wait, hold up, I sip, I drink, take a shot, then press the fifth like I'm going to 6th grade, yeah. I'm not open to defeat like Gucci sandals, about to run over every rapper, then double back like camels, whoa. Just check the score, I'm up 100, bitch, you running. Them BMA Franklins, you know exactly how I'm bumping. My floor to ceiling views on motherfucking stunning. Yeah, I got the squad rocking with me at all times. Got a bad chick with me at all times. Bro, they got that click pow on them all times. I keep a bottle and some smoke on me at all times. I'm leveled up, used to be so modest, now my humble days are all over. Yeah, used to be so modest. Get him, G. BlurdDotRadio. Find out anyway. I can see it on your face that you just wanna run away. I hear your voices tell me I don't need you. You're not the type. You can't be the wrong vibes. You give me wrong.
Trying to make it like you envision. Used to running high, used to wanna die. Enough tears cried, we get swimming. True self-denial, no self-pride. Like you're locked inside your own prison. Trying to fight loose when they find you. So you're freak enough to go find you. Got enough to say to write a novel, but they limiting you to a haiku. They condemn you with their Bibles. Try to kill you with their rifles. Even hold you down with their titles. Some of us hide for survival. Will you really know who you are? What another thing shouldn't concern you. But of course this is still hard when a person intends to hurt you. Freedom comes with risk, no love without war. What you thinking, buddy? Gonna take it from me? Have to kick down my door. Cause my vision hasn't been clearer. I am on a mission now. I don't feel much, I won't give it now. And I'm grinning proud when I see the man in the mirror. So I welcome change like it seldom came. Very interested in what tomorrow brings. Getting all this pain slowly off my brain. Now I see that there is so much more to gain.
It's amazing when you know. There's a moment when you grow. Everything changes, thinking rearranges. Mind sees a different view in the eyes of a new you. You see the light, the sacrifice, you realize your place in life. Amazing when you know, there's a moment when you grow. Everything changes, thinking rearranges. Mind sees a different view in the eyes of a new you. You see the light and realize your place in life. Well, I feel it.
Some call you black, some call you weird, some call you artist, some call you queer, some never call, some are in fear, some when you speak will never lend the ear, some when you need will never lend a hand, some are simply here to sabotage your plan, some call you different, some call you fan, there's some of anyone that understand, come as you are and they love you, couldn't live false if you wanted to, what's in your heart can't undo, come too far, shouldn't shun truth, I had to run to another city to find my true self, what a pity, where they embrace diversity and don't try to change you with scrutiny because the skin of me and my kin is known to offend and treated as sin, but like it's beautiful and always end. That's the way I feel. I can't play pretend. That don't make me better, just mean that I love me. In the world that loves to paint us ugly, can't believe we live in a country that tells you who you love is disgusting. Thought we lived in a free state, but that's clearly up for debate. And I don't speak hate, I won't behave. I don't give a damn if you relate. I just want peace for the peaceful, and the hate is too, cause we equal. Before I leave you, I really need you to live your own truth for my people. Sing.
It's amazing when you know. There's a moment when you grow. Everything changes, thinking rearranges. Mind sees a different view in the eyes of a new you. You see the light, the sacrifice, you realize your place in life. Amazing when you know. There's a moment when you grow.
I'm straight with that. It's now or never when we face the facts. Mother Earth hella mad that we growing fast on the planet like a cancer. Come shake that ass. Look around, man, she's striking back. BlurdDotRadio. Virus from bats. All this came from high risk attacks on the very habitat that we take for granted. Call it finite, but fiat's the plan. Artificial value, life on demand. Supply the money stream, destroy the land. But at least I got these cheeseburgers, man. Anything real, we revoke your fans. I'ma still speak, can't leave that to chance. Fucking mask off for the sacred lands and say the planet on which we all stand. Let's go. Change your heart. It's coming to a T. We got a clown talking shit on TV. Meanwhile, you got a family to feed, and that paycheck ain't last another week. Why you mad they don't let you work? You should be mad they were paying you dirt. I thought it was trickle down economics. It is a trick, look around and be honest. So what's up? All of a sudden we essential. No living wage and no laws to protect you. This is the way the streets. They protest, but what's it really mean? When it was Kaepernick, y'all was talking hella shit. But now the white militants getting hella pissed. Drove him out of job cause he spoke out. Y'all don't see the irony that's going down. So change your heart. America's number one. Damn right. So pump up your chest. America's number one. Damn right. Too bad it's in cases and deaths. Plus you know what else? We get stuck with trillions in debt. I really do hate talking politics, but this here messing with my head. I really wanna get back to business. We fucked that up from the jump. I'm hoping for the best going forward. That's why I only spread love. America's number one. Damn right. So pump up your chest. America's number one. Damn right. Too bad it's in cases and deaths. So change your heart. Not as pure as this. I'm past dissolving y'all. I flip the pitch up like some symphonies. Your catalog is whack. All my syllables are symphonies. Spit a simple simile that sound like a soliloquy. Rock the rhythm, kill the beat, and spill it to the feeling me. You fucking up hip hop. Now you got some beef with me. Who ride the beat like me? You nowhere near my frequency. I spit the scriptures, they sacrilegious and giving fiction. Mission is revision. It's your decision to listen. This is business. Been one love. If you ain't told enough, if they can get the message, then they tell you why we's cold as fuck. Stressed a lot. Wonder why they feel it when the pose is rough. I'm in school, don't let it take away my soul as much. I struggle with the clock, but baby, I need FaceTime, so make time. I found faith in the baseline.
You ain't never heard an MC speak like this, and Rodney King ain't never felt the beat like this. God get the baseline, who wanna taste mine? I carry hell on the waistline. God get the baseline.
Beat not black top taught the rhythm of street rock. Asphalt ass whooping, so we learned how to beatbox. Authenticity, it's inscribed under my tongue. Broken speech and rhythm, the avenue where I'm from.
BlurdDotRadio, we'll be back right after this.
Checks the reality, pictures are painted with mics, creating a masterpiece. Mouth speaking abstractly in the surrealist terms, writing textbooks. Sell them back and let them learn. Try to teach, but they choose to learn lessons of protection. Shoot 'em pointers. Trigger fingers, only thing they manifest in more bars than prison systems. Count 'em off as barcodes. Can't apply to me. I defy the mean median and mode. Sleeping on top of dictionaries. Every time I'm dreaming, shouting on a mic and beat since day one. Ball kicking and screaming. Asking why we do it.
It's hard to get
full of fools. We products of the fact that rapping now pays for school.
I never heard an MC speak like this. And Rodney King ain't never felt the beat like this. God give the baseline. Who wanna taste mine? I carry hell on the waistline. God give the baseline.
My old man. That's one of my old man. I'm gonna do this here. We're thinking of not Grandpa Simpson, but Jasper. Oh, Fred, man, she ain't what she used to be.
Run with what I'm able to acknowledge who created you. Visions of Ejima telling me it's time to make a move. I'm just a pawn and a product of environment. How can I aspire to reach high through the tyrant's grip? Found solace in the promise to be compensated. Bound to be another number. Wonder whether I'm forsaken. This isn't just so y'all can hear me speak. This is love manifested in the frequencies of beats. I represent a rebel with a dream and a subwoofer drowning out the noise of the scene. Now I mean,
never heard an MC speak like this. And Rodney King ain't never felt the beat like this. God give the baseline. Who wanna taste mine? I carry hell on the waistline. God give the baseline.
All right. You are watching BlurdDotRadio. I am your host, Mike Sinham. I am joined by Steve. What it do? DJ Elokari.
Yo.
Did you hear the button for yourself? I was trying to wait.
DJ Elokari.
It is sexy as hell. Got him.
Got him!
Kenny.
You're on mute, Kenny.
Are you still muted?
Yeah.
Whoa,
ha!
Hey, there he is.
There we go.
And live from the Blerd Cave, our very, very, very special guest, Ernie Blerd Without Fears. Ernie, can we get one final welcome back?
Of course you may. Welcome back to the pin.
You better not be spoiling nothing over there, Kenny. I swear. I'm not even watching it.
Over there watching
what? Payback?
Yeah, no, you better be spoiling nothing. I'm not watching it all right now.
You're watching Lovecraft Country?
No, not yet.
No.
I'm not watching. I need to have full attention on that when I'm watching that. I'm so excited to watch that tonight.
9 o'clock.
Elgin, you said you haven't watched any of it yet?
Oh, no, we're not talking about Lovecraft Country. We're talking about Payback.
Yeah, he was talking about Payback. Yeah, he was talking about wrestling.
Oh, we're talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Ernie, you're a wrestling guy, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I definitely watched Payback. Don't you want to know who won, Elgin?
No.
Don't you want to know, like, Keith Please?
Even though I already know.
Absolutely not.
Like, I know.
Oh, no, wait, I got a spoiler. Shawn Michaels kicks Marty Jannetty through the window at the barbershop.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Sorry, I had to say it. I had to.
Date up with that knowledge right there.
Listen, I made it's one of the gifts in the gift roll that plays in the break. That was pivotal in my childhood. I'd never seen betrayal like that.
I actually remember watching it when it like when it happened, like I guess
on my little black and white TV. Yeah.
And it was like, dude, what's going on here?
It's like, oh my god!
That was like the first adult moment in your life.
It really is. That's
you learned about how you about heartbreak.
Yeah.
Don't trust anybody.
Trust no one. At the barbershop. DJ Elokari just hit you with some hits. DJ Elokari, what hits did you hit?
Yo, so okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to go back to my stories. Do you want to know all the hits I played or just this one?
Let's just do this one.
Okay, cool. Let me skip up there. All right. So the first hit that we played for you guys was from Clark Airlines. The name of that song is called All Times. Next we heard Done by Amari. Her name is spelled AMIRAJAZEERA. R-A. I said R-A. That's funny. But the name of that track is called Done. Definitely go check that out. Then we heard a track by Bob Alloy. The song is called Your Truth, featuring Steph the Satress Solstice. After that, we heard Change Your Heart by Aron Kabashi. Please go check out Critical. Reason I played that song, Change Your Heart, is because he's getting a lot of views from a local soccer player who has, from a up-and-coming soccer player who really dug the song and made it a part of one of his videos. It's the most viewed video on that soccer player's Instagram page right now, so shout out to him. And then we played Reality Check by John Vietnam. Today is
Rest in peace.
Today is the anniversary of John's death. So thank you, John, for your love and dedication and for your sacrifice. We love you, bro.
You want to do a moment of silence for him?
That would be great.
1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Rest in peace, John Vietnam. So folks, the time has come for the show to get spicy.
It's hella spicy.
Meaning, it's time for us to do our weekly shot. Jepson's Malort. Shout out to CH
Did you want anything?
Kenny, you weren't talking to us.
Oh no!
Okay.
Sorry. Munchies. I'm looking for food.
You look like you could use some munchies right now. I'm just gonna throw
Always.
There is the red eye. Shout out to CH Distillery. They brought back Chicago's own Jepson's Malort. Jepson's Malort has the aroma and full-bodied flavor of an unusual botanical. Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers. Ernie, one day when this whole
two-fisted
pandemic thing is over, we gotta have you come to Chicago so you can sample some of this delicious drink.
Ernie, where are you?
Dude, hell yeah. Oh, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, in my
Memphis.
That's where my father used to live. I've definitely seen the guy do backflips on Beale Street. It was a lot of
Dude,
fun.
yeah, and still doing it. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know now, but you know.
He might still be there.
With a mask on, doing them.
The fact that he's able to do backflips that many times a night, I would never want to do anything like getting a scrap with that guy. He'd probably throw some jutsu shit at me.
It's probably like Spider-Man or something.
Oh yeah. Hit you with some web that you didn't know he had. DJ Elokari, could you play our toast music? If you are at home and you have any sort of drink with you, feel free to join us on this toast. I got this from E40, and it goes, I am not above you. I am not below you. I am right here with you. Cheers, folks. I like that the music swelled as Malort was swelling in my taste buds. Really? What the fuck kind of rubber tussin you? You got that good tussin, boy.
The tussin, to me, rubber tussin tastes like shit. Diamond Tap was delicious.
Actually, yes. If I was feeling sick and my mom or my dad busted out Diamond Tap, it was like, yes. Because little kids don't know anything. Folks at home, as we all know at this point, a man who held up blackness in all that he did. A man who, it would seem, and I don't know the actual story, but it seems like he found out that he was possibly dying and went, all right, well, then I got work to do. Chadwick Boseman passed away recently. I was going to do 2 or 3 different things during this segment, but I haven't done trivia in a while, so I figured I would do some Chadwick Boseman trivia. I have to read off of my big-ass laptop for this, so give me a second to move this thing. So I'll ask you all individually these questions. I won't keep track of the points. If you feel like keeping track of points, if you're that competitive, feel free. Question number 1 of Chadwick Boseman trivia Steve,
What it do?
Chadwick's middle name is A. Douglas, B. Aaron, C. Frederick.
Oh, that's a hard one. So, what was A again? I'm sorry.
A was Douglas, B was Aaron, C. Frederick.
I'm just gonna go with C with the Frederick.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
It is B. Aaron. Chadwick. Aaron.
Two A's.
Two A's. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
You mean Aaron?
Aaron. DJ Alokari.
Yeah.
The concentration of Chadwick Boseman's BFA was in A. Screenwriting, B. Directing, C. Key gripping.
Okay. Oh, wait, those are three?
Those were the three.
I'm gonna guess key gripping.
You know, I made up key gripping. I don't think that's a thing you can major in.
Yeah. wait. What was the first one?
Screenwriting, directing, key gripping.
I'm gonna say screenwriting then. I'm probably
You would be wrong twice.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it was directing.
Dang it, that's dope.
Chadwick Boseman got a BFA from Howard in directing.
Tight.
Yeah.
Learn something new.
Yeah.
That makes me sadder.
Yep.
Yeah, because that means he would have done more.
Yep.
But he still did a whole hell of a lot. Ash got him.
Yep.
You okay over there?
Yep.
You is Tom treating you okay? Do we need to talk to him?
No, Tom's just getting a little heat from people for his Black Lives Matters comment last night.
Oh, people are coming in, huh? Right.
Some people don't like that he was the one speaking and there wasn't like a black person that spoke, but it was written by the black staff at Tsunami, so.
Wait.
I was about to say, because Tom's not black.
Right.
There's nothing black about that.
He has a black suit though. You know what I mean?
That's blue.
His eyes, yo man, his eyes is black.
They don't.
I mean, Steve Blum played the voice of Spike Spiegel. So, I mean, that's close. He's
this is true.
He's as close to being a brother as any Japanese man or white man.
He has the smoothest white man
when
voice.
they cast an Asian guy as Spike Spiegel, I was like, his last name was Spiegel. His hair was curly.
Yeah.
He'd be Jewish, this guy.
That I framed as black. Even to an extent, Ed, I framed as black.
Ed was brown. Ed was brown, and Ed's dad was brown.
Yeah. Like, it's an Asian man.
Spike was
that black
Jewish.
people liked.
And you know the interesting thing about like when people choose like who should be speaking up, I think black people know that Black Lives Matter. I don't think white people know that Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. It's like you gotta hear it from a white voice telling you that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just not going to translate things.
It's not going to be received.
From a familiar
We've been
voice.
saying it.
We say it. Like,
Somebody else said it.
We've been existing.
There you go.
So again, written by black folks, spoken by a white man who approves that message.
Well, if you're gonna have someone from the anime community say it, why not let it be one of the most famous voices in anime?
I mean,
he always talks about issues like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Steve Blum is an ally. Super ally. He's almost too much of an ally.
Right.
Like sometimes I'm like, Steve, calm down. We got this.
Steve, sit.
I will have in the video is that they didn't use any of the black anime characters.
I was gonna point that out.
Like,
you know what? They could have used the black episode of Cowboy Bebop where they were like chasing after a watermelon. At least they didn't do that.
There's
it could have been worse.
Or they had that episode with the dude that looks like me in that episode, like where they're trying to kill this one character that looks just like me in this one character. Something
Oh yeah, it's like you with locks.
Oh yeah.
Well, that changes the way that I see that character. Definitely eligible from this point forward.
There's a few brown characters they could have had featured, and they did it. So
They didn't show Canary from Hunter x Hunter.
Exactly. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really dislike when people talk like downplay the execution. You know what I mean? Because also they could have been like many other white folks and said shit. You know what I mean? So it's just like
very true.
A lot of people are just upset that it's politics in their anime.
Well, they shouldn't watch anime.
Politics. It's politics for me every day I do anything.
Yeah. Whatever,
I go to
man.
the grocery store and somebody
appreciate
watches me
I
go down the
appreciate
aisle.
it.
Political.
Thank you.
But for people who don't have to experience that on a regular and they just want escapism,
I don't
they
care.
don't.
You're in the wrong medium.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, watch Full House.
Like you're watching the wrong medium for that because anime is
watch
inherently very political.
It's always
like
been
it's
political.
very calculated.
It's always been political.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
yeah, I don't know.
That's what Gundam.
Hey guys, I wrote out some trivia questions.
Sorry about that, man.
just one or two more in the 10 minutes that we got. I'm not asking for much.
Sorry.
True.
Ash got him. From 2002 to 2007, Bozeman was the drama instructor in the Schomburg Junior Scholars Program, housed at the Schomburg Center for Research in what city? Oh, I'm sorry, Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture in what city? Anderson, South Carolina, Oxford, England, or Harlem, New York?
Oxford, England.
Incorrect. He did go to school in Oxford, England, and he's from Anderson, South Carolina. However, Schomburg Junior Scholars Program took place in Harlem, New York. Wow. Lots of Black history.
All right. Been all over.
Been around the world. Oh shit! Do I remember? Yes, I do remember the answer to this. I'm sorry, I didn't write down what the answers were because I've been doing a lot this week. Kenny, you ready over there?
Yeah.
Bozeman.
I was just waiting for the question. That was like rapture. Your voice is so wonderful.
Thank you. I do what I can. Bozeman did not appear in which TV show? A, NCIS, B, CSI New York, C, Law and Order, D, ER.
What's DER?
Wait, ER?
ER, the movie.
Wait, okay.
D-E-E-E-R.
So NCIS, CSI
New York specifically.
Everybody's on Law and Order. Like literally every person who's shows
that really
up.
is a fact. Yeah.
Method Man was on one of them.
Yeah, listen, Ludacris had an amazing role on Law and Order. Yeah, that was kind of like, oh, Ludacris could act. He was something. He was whatever. I'm not a fan of Law and Order. I think
Fast and the Furious didn't show you that he can act. That was a joke.
I mean,
I didn't mean that.
You know you did.
No one is Fast
your
and the
favorite
Furious
role.
did.
Before I give my answer, Gotham Knights is gonna be awesome because there's no Batman. But the answer is ER.
Until there is a Batman, because I feel like he's gonna work his way.
No, he's not gonna be in that game. There's
You don't
no
think?
reason to put Batman in that game.
No,
If you're gonna,
Batman did a lot of stuff, and yet he's there.
Yeah, really and truly.
He will be a $15 DLC.
I was gonna say thank you.
There you go.
He'll be a price point. You have to pay for him.
Is that expensive?
Which is why he won't be in the
Yes.
game. There's no reason to pay for him.
Yeah.
But ER.
You would be incorrect. He was not in NCIS. He was in CSI New York, Law and Order, and ER. That's what he did before he got to movies.
I feel like LLJ.
But I watched NCIS. I would have noticed him.
Well, apparally you missed that episode.
Yes, I might have.
I'm gonna need you to work harder, bro.
Wow, Elgin, that's mean.
That's as dark as it's gonna get. Ernie Blerd Without Fear.
Yes.
For his role in Get On Up, Chad did all of his own dancing.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take him to learn the dances? A, 15 days. B, 1 month. C, 2 months.
Man, I feel like if I pick the wrong answer, I'm gonna put both disrespect on his name and James Brown's name. It's a double insult. I guess. Oh man, I'm gonna split the difference. Let's go with a month.
You would be incorrect.
Oh,
2 months.
2 months?
Oh,
2 months.
I didn't put respect on Brown.
Well, I mean, James Brown was a really good dancer. I mean, Michael Jackson and Prince basically got their moves from him. So
yeah,
that's a fact.
You know, it takes some time.
It does.
It's okay. It's okay, Chad.
How long it takes to do it?
That months. 4 months to tease his hair just right. Another get on up question, Steve. Chadwick Boseman was 6 tall. Comparably, how tall was James Brown? Was he A, 6'5", B, 5'5", C, 4'5"?
I believe James Brown is 5'5".
That was entirely too easy a question.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Like, that was an easy question.
I set it up to be easy. I figured,
it's
I
okay,
gotta do
man.
at least one really easy question.
James Brown showed up on a WCW wrestling event, and I was like,
Of
man,
course he did. Why am I surprised? RoboCop, Donald Trump,
City Who?
Yes,
James Brown.
James Brown. And Chucky, yeah.
was on
God,
WCW.
Chucky sure did.
I swear to
Yeah,
God,
they
this
really-
man.
Did he body slam anybody? Did he do a little thing and then the elbow
Little
drop
camel
somebody?
walk.
Hulk Hogan, I want to see me do my thing.
Chucky just sat there and talked shit to Rick Steiner, and it was pretty bad.
Chucky gonna
Because
see
it
me
was
do my thing.
recorded. Like, it was recorded, and he was not talking to him on the same loop as the question.
He was doing
Absolutely
the Chuck E. Cheese
not.
thing.
Like, absolutely not.
All right,
Basically.
gotta come and do some songs. Hit me. Next question. I'd actually, as I wrote this, I was like, I hope this doesn't land on DJ Lokari because he's gonna know the answer to this.
Oh wow, I may or may not.
But
know,
here
man.
we are. In the 5 Bloods that were seen throughout the movie, in present day scenes, their names were Paul, Melvin, Otis, Eddie, and David. These were the names of what R&B group? A, Guy, B, The Temptations, C, The 5 Heartbeats.
It's the Temptations.
You could have acted like you didn't know just for a second.
Okay, hold on a second.
Everybody would know that one.
Damn. Shit.
You thought the 5 Heartbeats and the 5 Bloods, somebody might get confused.
Shit. Is it possible? Is it possible? Temptation. My bad, maybe. Hold on, baby. Let me check my Palm Pilot, baby. I don't know.
Oh damn.
I wish I had a Palm Pilot. I do have a flip phone.
I watched that movie Detroit last night. It's about the dramatics.
The Fabulous Dramatics.
Yeah.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg. That was Doggy Dogg. Ash got him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't write any options for this, but I did say it earlier in the show. Both Thurgood Marshall, Chad Boseman went to which HBCU?
Howard University.
Damn.
There you go. The last question I just wrote, free space, because I almost cried when I read this. The final scene, these are Marshall questions, by the way. The final scene in Marshall features a cameo from Tracy Martin and Sabrina Fulton. And it felt weird to put this into a question, but they were both the parents of Trayvon Martin. So Chadwick Boseman had Trayvon Martin's parents in the movie about Thurgood Marshall. And for no reason, no other reason, that is why Chadwick Boseman is one of the greatest actors of all time.
Excellent.
And with that, we end right on time to start shout-outs. I want to first shout out Real Deal Razy K, who has a podcast, and he's the guy that made this wonderful beat, which is one of my favorite beats of all time. I want to shout out Ernie Blerd Without Fear for joining us today. again, the only reason I know what's happening in Dawn of X is because of that man there.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel. Support him on Patreon. Ernie, do you remember? And I wanted to quote this after I saw the video. Just an example of the quotes that you can give on your show. You were talking about Magneto in the most recent, it may have been Hellions. And you said, you know, Magneto asked Iceman and another X-Men to shoot lava from Krakoa upwards and then freeze it so he could use the metal shards. And you said specifically, Magneto opened up his barbershop, have a seat in the waiting room.
Look,
you can catch a fade just like
right? You don't even have to have an appointment.
Yeah.
Walk-ins are welcome.
There you go. Get lined up right then and there.
Look, on the spot.
There you go. So yeah, I really appreciate your show.
Hey, thank you.
I will continue to support it. I want to give a shout out to Steve, to DJ Elokari. He's there. Ash got and Kenny for joining us tonight. I also want to give a shout out to Melvin Brooks and Ricardo Jackson who run our Facebook page. I want to give a shout out to Nikki who does our promotion video every week. And a shout out to John and Q4 who run this lovely studio that we are broadcasting in. Steve, who do you want to shout out?
I'll just do a quick one. Shout out to everybody who loves everybody. Shout out to everybody who's out here on the street still, like protesting and doing just like community activism and all that whatnot. Because I mean, what else are you doing really?
I mean, let's not discredit it like it's not.
I mean,
blatantly dangerous out there.
Yeah. But like, it's a hard thing to do. But you know, like also like, you know, people are getting out there a lot because it is actually easier for them right now. You know, like, and I really appreciate everybody who is able to get together and organize, and like not even just like for protesting, but I'm talking about like just like providing like just rides for the homeless or different things that are happening out here, you know. So I'm happy to see that there's not just angry people in the streets. There's people trying to be productive in the streets.
Lots of people giving out food.
Yeah.
People teaching community classes.
And other than that, yeah, just shouts to everybody here. Elgin, Mike every week, Ashley every week. And thanks for being on the show. Melvin, haven't seen you in a while.
He'll be a guest in like a month.
All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, shouts to everybody.
There you go. DJ Elokari.
Shout outs to Chadwick Boseman.
And his family.
And his family. Yo, man, like I'm not okay, and I don't think I'm not. You know, I think the tweet at best said it earlier that like your black friends are like kind of emotionally exhausted.
Definitely. And it's sad because that tweet had been up all week on different people's pages, and we just keep getting hit.
Yeah, man, it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like It's literally like no time for rest or no time to breathe. Like it's always something fucking new. Just as you are, you know, reflecting on Breonna Taylor, you also got to think about, you know, Jacob getting shot and you know your role as a man, your role in the society. People always judging you based off of like what you're saying and like you know. Like I'm having arguments with people about, you know, Chadwick Boseman because, you know, folks are already trying to replace this man and he's not even in the fucking dirt. Like
I remember reading that he got cremated, but still, he died yesterday.
yesterday. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't.
Yesterday, day before, somewhere in there.
So for anyone,
I got
like
the news.
Friday night,
Friday night.
So if anyone's asking me, if anyone has any questions about like why I feel the way that I do or anything like that, just understand that I run a comic book convention that celebrates characters of color. Young black kids thought that young black kids, when I used to ask them back in 2010 if they knew any characters of color, they would tell me fucking Batman because his suit was black. And after one fucking year,
depending on which Batman is not black,
after 1 year of Pocket Con and doing a history of comic books class, they were finally able to tell me Black Panther.
Nice.
And then for to finally be able to see him on screen in Civil War, portrayed by this amazing black man who's been working their ass off. The last fucking thing I want to hear right now is who's about to replace him.
Right.
So fuck any of you all that have anything else to say about that. I think that whoever's gonna come next is gonna bring honor and respect to that. No matter if it's a man or a woman, I respect that, and I always want black women to get their coin. But fuck you if you have an issue or you want to talk about who's gonna be next before this man is in the ground. And that's all I gotta say about that. So bless everybody for that, man. I'm sorry.
I will say I'm kind of looking forward to this generation of Blerds saying that guy right there, he's not the real Black Panther. Like the same way that we said when anybody else got cast as Batman.
Right.
Like, that's not Batman. Michael Keaton. Batman.
Justice League Unlimited, watching Jon Stewart as Green Lantern, and then the Green Lantern movie came out. We're like,
that's not Green Lantern. That's not my. That's not Jon Stewart. Whose man's is this? Like flat out. You know what I mean?
Green Lantern's black. You know.
Think every black child just lost Christopher Reeves. Think about that.
Yeah, literally.
So I want y'all to just chill out for 2 seconds before we start casting anybody else. You know what I mean? Like just chill out for a second.
I agree.
So
That's true. Thank you, DJ Lokari. Ash got him. Who you want to shout out?
I'd like to give a shout out to any and everyone who is using their platform and influence to promote issues. Be that NAMI and Black Lives Matters, Warner Brothers Studios, or whoever's behind Tsunami, you know, the big wigs back there. Even Ron Perlman, I just saw that he had a tweet reminding
Hellboy
of Breonna Taylor and how, you know, her case is still open, still no justice for her. Yeah. You know, he ain't got to do that. He's Ron Perlman.
This is true.
You know?
Yeah, this is true.
So I really appreciate those people who know they have a platform, know they have an audience, and will speak on issues that don't concern them. You know, at the end of the day, Breonna Taylor's killers being brought to justice ain't gonna take no coin out of his purse.
That's a fact.
You know, but he still is going to speak up because he knows he has that platform. He knows that he is that color that could otherwise uproot the issues that we have. You know, so I really appreciate those people who recognize, you know, whatever unfair advantage they may have, they will use it to the advantage of those less privileged. So, shout outs to those people.
Thank you, Ash. Kenny, who you got?
Gosh, I've just been sitting here thinking about what Elgin was saying, and I'm also one of those emotionally exhausted people who only honestly finds a good day is when I'm at the comic book store on Wednesdays when I'm helping people at the shop, because even my job as an educator, I'm doing it under duress. So,
shout out to you for that, for being in the classroom during a pandemic.
Yeah, I hate it. It's the worst. I would, and the fact that I have to, like, the kids are struggling with it. Me as a teacher, as an educator, are struggling with it. My co-workers were all not in the happiest place about this, but this is society we live in, and I think for me, a lot of what First Aid and Pocket Con, just a lot of our really exciting moments, like just reflecting on how much we weren't doing this year. A lot of our like happiest moments were when we had Black Panther. Like I just remember being up there with Elgin and us having just an amazing discussion about that film. And that whole night, folks were dressed up. You were there for that. I'm still processing it, and it's it's hard because this entire year has just been like one left like and right after another. So just you don't even get a chance to absolutely reflect on what's happening to yourself. Just having self-reflection in the moment when like all these things are like friends and like a friend in the movement here in this who are like doing so much and you're like concerned for them. And there's just shout out to everybody who's doing their best, and also please take care of yourself. Turn off Facebook, turn off the news. Don't argue with people who honestly want to have weird discussions about people who aren't even literally like they haven't even had like an actual like ceremony for the man. And you're trying to have discussions about
his job
about his job. Like let's human decency has lost its place in this world,
especially on the internet.
Especially on the internet, and I think the more people reclaim their time away from it, it's time that they'll love themselves and people around them more. So I'll implore you, as much as all of us, we're all content creators. We do our best. What we do is to be on the internet. But I would implore everybody. Like I've taken a break. Like I was supposed to do some other stuff for BlurdDotRadio and Nerdfig, and I just got overwhelmed. It was like I can't do this right now. Like I had so much I wanted to do myself, but like
completely understandable.
But but let's just take time for ourselves. Make sure you're taking your medication, drinking your water, stay informed once a day. Like you don't need to be like I'm only using Facebook Messenger to work with people from Pocket Con and stuff from First Aid. I don't read the comments. Like take a day.
I never read the comments.
Take a day. Really don't read the comments. Like don't engage people who they're there to troll. So I would just say I love you all. I appreciate you all. I've definitely gained a new fan in Blerd without fear. Like I'm definitely going to check out your page.
It's
always nice to see.
I'm not lying when I say that. It's great.
Listen, it's always nice to have like people of color to discuss comics with, and like having that platform. So kudos to you, man. Like I'm definitely a new fan. I'm definitely going to check out your show for sure.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah, and if you ever want to do First Aid Comics here in Hyde Park, you let me know, because we're always trying to have people here in the shop for events and things of that nature, or even just interviews. So thank you, and thank you guys, and Elgin, I love you, man. Like you do so much for PocketCon, and this is
for sure.
This is a lot going on, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your compassion, bro. Like
same, man. Appreciate y'all too.
Yeah. Ernie Blerd Without Fear. Who do you want to shout out?
Oh man, it's wild. Actually, man. Well, first I want to, oh god, it's gonna feel kind of forced, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I definitely want to shout out to Chadwick Boseman and his family as well, sure. And just Chadwick specifically because he did more in 4 years,
really,
than most people that aren't battling cancer at the stage. I think he suffered stages 3 and 4 of colon cancer. He did more than most people who are healthy and able-bodied in 4 years. I mean, just it put death always puts things in perspective, and that definitely did. I also want to shout out. In light of all that happening, one of the things that kind of happened, because celebrities, they always look at there and say, hey, sorry to hear about so and so passing away, blah 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 blah. But actually, of all the people who actually are celebrities that did that, the one that actually stuck out to me the most was Simu Liu, who, for those of you if you're not familiar, he is a Chinese Canadian actor who is going to be playing Shang-Chi in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and he shouted out Chadwick Boseman in his passing, and basically said that if it weren't for Chadwick Boseman, if his performance in Black Panther, Shang-Chi would not be made.
There would be no Shang-Chi
for sure.
That basically absolutely. He said his career basically, his words, his career basically is riding on the coattails of another actor's work, and he didn't have to say that. Yeah, he didn't have to say it. He could have went, yeah, he could have took that to the grave. Yeah, 20, 30, 40, however many years he lives, he could have never said anything, and he went ahead and did it. I thought that was real cool.
That's respectful.
And then last but certainly not least, Emma Dumont, who played Polaris on The Gifted. She said something I thought was very poignant. I think that all comics fans should hear, because I feel like it's something I fight every day in my comments on YouTube. And it's that you cannot be a fan of the X-Men and be a bigot.
Very true. Especially when all the X-Men villains are fucking bigots. Like, that's
right.
They fight bigotry all the time.
Well, right, yeah, but leave it to the actress who played the daughter of Magneto to have to remind people of that on Twitter.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
So, but yeah, those are mine, and yeah, and also shout out to y'all for having me here and bringing me on, and I've had a great time, and it is awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is we've had a couple good shows in a row over this summer. This is a feather in the hat for sure. I really appreciate you being with us. I really appreciate that you were willing to say welcome back and wash your damn hands. I can't minimize that. That's one of my accomplishments as a show host. So folks, you're watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. Join us next week when our guest will be Gadgets and Geekery. You don't want to miss it. 7:30 to 9:30 on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Catch our archives on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And we will be on cable on Street Beats Urban TV. If you have a Roku, check them out. Love, peace, hair grease. You wanna give them the last word, Journey?
Oh man, I guess I'll do it the way I do it. Hell, wash your damn hands and sound off in the comments.
There you go. Very good.
BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio.